Why do you need two of them?
Because Grandma, you always bought it for me.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Tattooed Mama. Today I want to take you along as I transformed the playroom from this to this. These are the times when I have to get in there and do a mom clean, which is okay. It doesn't mean my kids are spoiled brats that don't want to pick up their things or that I'm a pushover parent that just caters to my children. No, it means that they are kids and they're still learning simple life skills. Skills like focus, organizing, detaching from sentimental items, prioritizing, even safety. I found myself yelling at them all day for an entire week to clean up the playroom, but realized there was really too much for them to even know where to start. And even as an adult, I sometimes don't know where to start when an area gets out of control. Okay, scratch that. I sometimes don't want to start when an area gets out of control. But although I did the majority of the work, the babies were part of the entire process. And my kids actually like to clean, but they like to clean with mom or with dad. If you were to ask my kids to help you weed your garden, vacuum your floors, organize your house, they'd be more than happy to help. Because kids have a natural desire to feel important, and the younger they are, the more they just want to be around you. So when you tell them, go clean the playroom, but you're in the other room doing your own chores, it makes them kind of sad. But if you tell them, let's do this together, then they're more than willing. I love categories and sections. It really helps me turn an overwhelming task into a bearable one, like that song, Inch by Inch, Day by Day, and Little by Little You're There. That song is literally the anthem to my life.
You have two Anna dolls. Which one do you want? Okay.
Should give away a lot of your stuff.
Fine-tuning the toys with my baby girl was the cutest thing ever. She was so good at this and had a real intention with everything she decided. Anna is her favorite character, so these are always hard to convince her to get rid of. In fact, she's never actually gotten rid of any Anna doll before, but this time she said she wanted to give her extra Annas to her friends because she knows that they would really like them. And you guys, my heart was melting. So the next day I took all the Anna dolls out of the donation pile and was determined to make them all fit in her toy box. So I guess I am a pushover parent, but oh well.
This Ariel?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's got a mom Ariel.
Oh, and a baby. Okay, fine. This Iron Man has seen better days. He is trash, okay? He's had a good life. This is going to the trash. It's broken.
Take on Drew back.
Okay.
No, don't get ready of her. Don't get ready of her.
Okay.
Yes.
As long as the stuff fits in this box, then that's fine.
Oh, please fit. Say, Mom, it fits. Don't get ready of his. It's for my baby.
Okay.
We were able to get all the dinos in one box and all the action figures / dolls in the other box. These are all the broken toys. And the babies really didn't even have to get rid of toys because so many of them were edited out just by default because they were already terminated. And this is why it's so hard for me to go through with getting rid of stuff because these kids legit play with all their toys. Anyway, speaking of edited, my new favorite show right now is The Home Edit. I found out about them when I ordered an organizing kit from Walmart, and on the package it had an advertisement for the show, and since I like organizing, I decided to give it a go. Let me tell you, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Those girls know how to organize. When that Marie Kondo show came out, I was not a fan. I was like, I can organize way better. Where's my show? But these girls from The Home Edit are awesome. If you haven't seen it and are looking for some inspiration, watch their show. It's on Netflix. I like to have it playing in the background as I'm doing my daily chores, and it just keeps me motivated to just keep on going. One thing that these kiddos do is play with actual food in their toy food toys. So I decided to just clear a spot for their stuff to be kept in the kitchen. This way the food stays out of the playroom at least. So for the costumes, I decided to move them in with the kids' clothes to encourage them to wear them more. That way, you know, they get worn out and I can get rid of them. But I'm not saying that the babies don't wear the costumes, because they really do wear them quite often, but sometimes they get lost at the bottom of the toy box or the kids forget they have them. And I want my kids to be wearing a costume every single day, all day if they want to, because one of the rules I live by is that Halloween is meant to dress up as something scary, and all the other days is for playing dress up. And because people know I feel this way, my kids tend to get gifted a lot of costumes. One thing my sister-in-law used to do is wait till the day after Halloween, then purchase a bunch of costumes while they were on sale, and then gift them to my kids for Christmas. I then started doing that because brilliant. And when people would visit, they would comment on the amount of costumes my kids had, so I would tell them how and why. But then they would also start buying costumes for my kids after Halloween and gifting them to them during Christmas. So now I am drowning in superhero apparel. But, you know, of course, I'm still grateful. At this point, I have decided I only want one box for toys and the other box to hold the kids' bug collecting items as well as some learning toys, because I'm trying to clear out the crafting / homeschool room and turn it into either a workout room or give my girl her own room. And then these containers are from another cleaning project I'm working on. So I cleared those out and just had them sitting on a shelf. Here I'm playing around with different containers to first see what will fit in this box, and then I'll decide what goes in each of them. Since I already knew 2 categories, bug stuff and learning toys, I made each of the 3-tiered containers fit those categories. If something didn't fit within that space, then it got thrown out or donated. Remember, I love categories and sections, so the bug box also has sections within itself. One part is for empty jars, another is for bug-related tools, and the third is for specimens. I can get a bit carried away with the category thing though, and this playroom clearly had too many categories. Like this one was Bo's favorite toys or something like that. But do you see what I mean by a lot of toys being broken? That book spine is busted and the truck no longer worked. Bo just used it as a push car, but even that wasn't working too well because the wheels were bent. This kid plays hard, let me tell you. But that was one more bulky item, Gonzo. One of the main goals was to make a lot more floor area because that was a request from the boys. They said they had to bring their toys out of the playroom because there was only walking room in the playroom but nowhere to actually play. This 8 feet long piece of wood is sentimental to me. David sanded it, stained, and did some pretty edging on it for me because I wanted it. I saw something similar on Pinterest, so he made it happen, and every time, literally every time I see it, it makes me happy and is a little reminder of why I love that man so much. So even though it doesn't work for my craft room or the playroom anymore, I'm not ready to get rid of it, so it will sit on the wall for now, and that's fine. If you have any ideas of what I should use it for next, let me know in the comments because I can't see anything besides table right now. I have never liked this black box. It's ugly, it's not perfectly straight, it has those blinding yellow handles on it, so it's never fit the aesthetics. So here I am determined to get rid of it by putting the Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Bakugan things into a different little black container. I was pretty much done with the playroom at this point, and to my surprise I still had some empty containers, so I was able to clear out some drawers in the kids' room. Each child has one of the bunk bed step drawers to use as their anything goes drawer, which is basically just their treasures. So now we have 3 empty drawers in their room. To encourage them to use the puppets more often, I'm putting them on display in these clear containers from the Home Edit. Then to make them more eye-appealing, I placed the most common color in front so it looks less messy. I know I said I wasn't a fan of the Marie Kondo organizing method, but a lot of what she has to say is valuable. One thing she says is the objective of cleaning is not just to clean, but to feel happiness living within that environment. I was not happy looking at this clutter, and the babies weren't happy playing in the space, so it needed a reset. I spent an hour at the end of each day working on this playroom until boom, one night it was done. Which brings me to a quote by Gretchen Rubin. She says, "Don't let perfect be the enemy. Lower the bar. Spending 10 minutes clearing off one shelf is better than fantasizing about spending a weekend cleaning out the basement." If you don't know who Gretchen Rubin is, she's an author and speaker who gives motivational talks about human nature and happiness. And just like that, this space is transformed. Let me take you on a little tour of how everything turned out. In this box, it is just for the toys, and all their toys are here. The middle part are just for miscellaneous items. The box to the right is action figures and dolls. And then on the left are dinosaurs and King Kong because my son wanted him there. And let's move over to the other side. This is the Bakugan station, except there are no Bakugan in there. They're all inside that little black tub along with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh toys. In the Bakugan thing is just some figurines. This again is the bug station, with the top being for specimens, the middle being for tools, and the bottom being for empty bug collecting jars for future bugs. The middle is just their treasure boxes, and then this one is for the learning toys. So some magnets, some more magnets, and then plus minis as well. This piece was originally in the corner, but it would have been blocked by the Lego bin, so I moved it. That way when Forrest comes into the playroom, he will always have access to it and can just go ham if he wants to. Definitely not perfect. It still needs a carpet cleaning, and there are a few things that had to stay on the floor, but it'll do for now. Subscribe if you enjoyed this clean with me video, and if you're feeling extra generous, give it a like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.